Alright, so this is Cuverville. It's a slightly larger colony than what we would normally count. So we'll need to see how we divide effort here. We've got the behavioral people. They've gone off with Santiago to try and check out the part of the colony that Santiago had surveyed in January. My name's Sonja Heinrich. I work for the University of St Andrews in Scotland, and I'm here with 9 students who are on a polar ecology course. They're mainly focusing on the predators in the Antarctic, so that's the whales, seals and penguins. We're at the moment at Cuverville Island doing a penguin survey, so students are out counting penguins. They're also doing behavioral observations of penguins, and some students are just about to go out in the Zodiac to count seals. There's a few in the little patch down here, but the majority are sort of in the reddish area. So maybe do one nest count first. So Cuverville is a very large Gen 2 penguin rookery, and the penguins seem to be quite late this season. There's various stages of chicks, some very small chicks still on nests, some slightly larger chicks that are crashing, but no molted chicks yet, unlike what we saw yesterday at Brown Bluff, where the chicks were already very large and pretty much fully fledged. So I have different groups of students doing different things. There's 2 groups doing behavioral observations, so they are installed at 2 sites and watching penguins at slightly different developmental stages, mainly looking at predation rates and foraging interactions, foraging behavior of the adults to the chicks, or feeding behavior. And then there's a group of students counting penguins, and they are focusing on the eastern side of the island, and they move around and basically count subsets of penguins on the nest, and penguins molting and also penguins walking around. And then the students who are doing the seal survey, they're just covering the entire coastline. But the overall aim for both of these is to come up with distribution and relative abundance in relation to environmental conditions. And if we do this over time, we might be able to detect changes and help to contribute to the overall monitoring system that's ongoing in the Antarctic here. The penguin counts that the students are conducting are following standard methods that have been established for the Antarctic. We have the Conservation for the Antarctic Marine Living Resources, CAMLR, and under that there's a monitoring program, CAMP, environmental monitoring program, and they have laid down guidelines on how their indicator populations of predators should be monitored, and we are basically applying the same methods as much as we can, so the students get the feel of a much larger picture of monitoring that's ongoing in this area. Teaching this class is fantastic because I get to do all the things that I love to do. I love coming to the Antarctic, I love spending time down here, I love watching wildlife, and passing that on, and especially passing something on that maybe has a bit of longer lasting value for them if they decide to continue in science. They might be using these methods, so it's not just the personal amazing experience of the Antarctic, it hopefully will actually have a longer lasting impact on their professional life.